Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the host of Cork and the North podcast, Mr. Andrew Ryan!
So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going straight in, Sean. Are we doing the advert for the Doyen?
Why not? Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of Cork in the North podcast. Before we begin this episode, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about our friends down in the Doyen. Where we are. This is where we are. We're in the Doyen. It works. The place is open. It's a genuine place. They are sponsors of Cork in the North podcast. They support us through the tough times, ladies and gentlemen, and we want you to support them. You can get 25% off your food Wednesday to Saturday. If you use the code CORK25, you come down in here, you tell them Cork in the North sent you. You get 100% of the food for 25% of the price. It's a mad game we're living in, right? That's what you do. You can hire this place as well for functions, for weddings, second marriage, christenings, your grandfather's 30th. There's loads of things you can do here at the Doyen. They've got functioning toilets. They've got staff that have come out of prison that are getting rehabbed back into the community. And the owner, Andy, is a massive Cliftonville fan. Doyen is a wonderful place down at the Lisburn Road. It's my favourite place to come and get food when I'm hungry. Follow the links below. You will see everything there. And also come see me on tour as well. I've got some tickets left for the Opera House and everything else is more. I'm never going to Portaferry again. And they were very nice, Portaferry. It's a great place. Booked in already. Now, ladies and gentlemen, joining me on this week's live episode, two friends of the podcast, two people that are really good mates of mine, and I want you to make them feel very welcome, especially the people here at the live podcast. Will you please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Dave Elliott! Woo! Yes.
Whoa.
How are you, Dave?
I'm good. I didn't know who you were calling first there. I was just sitting at the back, relaxing.
Well, you knew you were coming on. You should have been ready.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm a bit stressed out. I've been having a pretty rough time. Just split up with my wife. I moved in with a firefighter in Lisburn, so it's been pretty stressful.
You're not going to believe who's on the front row, Dave. Your ex-wife Bernie's
can't go
in.
anywhere. Oh, at least I can see why she left her.
Well, it's good to see you, Dave. And joining Dave on this live episode, ladies and gentlemen, my good buddy, my tour support act, it's Aaron BUTLER! Hey. Why have you brought a bag?
Free P. Diddy. Free P. Diddy. Right fucking now. I want Remix the Ignition Part 3 right now. How are we all?
That was our
I knew this was going to happen. Aaron, how are you?
Living the dream, kid. What about you?
I'm good. I see you more than I see my partner, Julie.
Yeah.
I was with you. You've been supporting me on tour, which you've been great, man. You've been a great help to me, turning up 5 minutes before you're due on.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Okay, don't lie to the people of the Doyen, please.
So Aaron's been supporting me on tour. Has anyone been to a show yet on the tour? Okay, lovely. Tour's going well. Tour is going well.
Deadpan, no.
Have you been enjoying supporting me on tour?
It's been a real whirlwind experience, I'd say that. It has. I've learned a lot about Andrew. Andrew's the most anxious man I've ever met in my entire life. Andrew has a breakdown before every gig. It's class being backstage. It's great. Joe, this is just me talking off the top of my head here and being as real as I can right now. There's something you do backstage.
Yeah. Go on, yeah.
He's already freaking out at the thought of what I'm about to say here. Something you do, and do you know what? I want you to answer for your actions here right now, right? We haven't planned this at all, by the way. When I'm backstage and on tour with you, you do this thing where you'll be in a t-shirt and you'll take off your t-shirt.
Then your pants.
And then, no. I mean, yeah, but no. You'll take off the t-shirt, you'll put on your gig shirt, you'll go out, you'll do 10 minutes of the gig, I'll go on. I come backstage, you're back in your normal t-shirt, and then 5 minutes later, you put on your gig shirt again. Now,
what's wrong with that?
A lot. Hey, just keep the gig shirt on. You don't need to be on and off. Why do you do it?
Because when I go on, so if you've not been, but if you do come, I do 10 minutes at the top, like I just kind of did there. And then Aaron goes on. I get the shirt on. I do the thing. And then Aaron does 15, 20. Then there's a 20-minute break. So there's 40 minutes by the time I'm back on.
And is that shirt for 40 minutes really paining you?
No, but it's sweat, like. I want to take it off.
From sitting?
No,
You're
but
just sitting backstage. You're not doing push-ups.
You're not fucking supporting me anymore, no. You're supposed to. No, but like, is that weird?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it is.
That's not weird. I take my clothes off when I'm not on stage. Is that a bad thing? I have stage clothes. I wear clothes for stage, and then when I'm not on stage, I take the clothes off.
Yes, for the entire 20 minutes that you're sitting backstage.
Yeah, but I float around the room. I talk to myself. I'd be anxious about it. I might have some food, and I don't want to spill the food onto my shirt. Dave, have you got
We're not eating food.
Let's go say it's Rich giving fashion advice from a guy who's still wearing his clothes on day release from McGabry. It's a weird... weird thing to do.
You look like you were released under Keir Starmer's release, of prisoners that happened a couple of weeks ago. Sorry, we're in Ireland. Sorry. Dave, have you got any traditions on tour? Because you just finished a tour, didn't you?
Yeah, my traditions are just to go and do it. I'm the most basic and most boring guy. I'll drink my water, I'll have my little guys that are kept chained to the radiator. And other than that, just pretty...
P. Diddy.
Straightforward, yeah. No diddies involved, just dicks. But it's a good time. Tours are fun.
I want to talk more about P. Diddy. He had 1,000 bottles of lube in his house. No baby oil. It was baby oil in his house. That was class. And also, I'm a pervert and I've two. Why has he got 1,000? Like that is.
Do you know what? But the worst thing about it is there's only 700 dildos. Why does he have so much more lube?
I imagine it was like a bulk buy.
I didn't know
where the fuck was he?
Producer Sean is sitting in the corner just to everybody.
That scared the bollocks out of me. Holy shit.
I imagine Diddy was bulk buying it, like he went to Macro and got all the baby oil, like because it was cheaper.
Did a Costco run.
Yeah.
What if he
get money off
Did Macro buy like 2 balls of lube and get a dildo? I don't know.
Is he what? Sorry,
is he in prison? He's been denied
He
bail.
is jailed right now. He has offered for his bail $50 million, his house, his mother's house, his family's passports, and they're still saying nah. So he must have done something pretty bad. Like,
yeah, bad boy for life. Like what do you expect?
Yeah.
He's going up. Is he like another R. Kelly?
He's probably worse, I would say, yeah. But if they put him and Kelly in the same jail cell together, we're getting
an album.
We're getting some fucking bangers, you know what I mean? That's what I would love to see.
Wow.
And they're literally 2 bangers, both of them. The Diddy more so. But
I wouldn't be very up to date on the rap, like that kind of.
I had another great tour story to tell you. This is how up to date Andrew is on the rap. Me and Andrew are backstage in Derry, and Andrew goes to me, "I'm starting to listen to the rap, like I'm starting to get it because he." And I was like, "Yeah, why?" Because I'm trying to like keep in touch with the younger ones, and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, great." I was like, "Who have you been listening to?" He's like, "Listen to Kanye." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one. Who else?" He goes, "I've been listening to Farrell," and I was like, "Who?" It was Farrell. I was like, "Who's Farrell?" And he goes, "The producer, like." And I was like, "Pharrell?" And he's like, "Yeah, Farrell." Fucking potato Farrell, fucking
Pharrell Williams. Yeah, I thought it was Farrell. Yeah.
Farrell Williams. There's definitely a Farrell Williams on the falls that fucking sells DVDs out of a backpack. Like, he's my dad. But yeah, Farrell Williams.
Dave, are you? I obviously picked up the news on the P. Diddy thing. Were you a fan of him?
Absolutely.
I mean, no more than most people. I was a casual fan. I wasn't big in. Like, I'm not defending him. You know what I mean? I'd take him. See if it was Dr. Dre, I'd be a bit more in that. But yeah, Diddy, a few bangers. That Godzilla song was pretty good. And
so what's he accused of doing? Is it human trafficking?
A lot of things, secret videoing people, human trafficking, underage stuff. Apparently, he bucked Usher and Justin Bieber. And that's not me doing a bit. That's just me saying things that apparently is true. When Usher was 14, he brought him to a Diddy freak party. Diddy freak party's my name on Tinder, by the way. But
Aaron, sorry, what exactly pertains to being at a Diddy freak party?
A lot of
1,000 dildos and balls of lube.
Yeah, a lot of. He had 784 dildos. That was the exact number. Now, what I would love is, when do you get to 783 dildos and go, one more dildo. Just one more will see me through here now.
I just think it's an illness.
But where do you store them?
What, owning
It's an
dildos
illness.
is an illness?
He's obviously sick, like.
Yeah, oh no doubt. Yeah, there's something not right about it. He's definitely a wee
And
bit off.
if it's just a bit of banter, it's gone too far. Like if
yeah.
if he's like they're like no, Paul.
How many
don't
more
do
have you got
that.
left? 781. Yeah. Do you think fame changes people though? Like,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Sean Combs was just running around New York with fucking 180,000 fucking dildos. I don't think
Yeah.
he was just. I think he got to a point where he's like, nah, you know what? Maybe that's people are getting in their ear. Think you're famous. What do you want out of life? Well, I'd just like to be able to do this as a job full time. You're like, no, you do that as a job. What's next? I want to see if I can put fake dicks into hundreds of people.
Happy Sunday, guys. Guys, the Lord's Day, huh? What about it, eh?
See, speaking of which, can you imagine if Ian Paisley was here? On a Sunday in here, us talking about P. Diddy ramming dildos up people's arses on a Sunday?
Yeah.
You can't
love
even
it.
buy
He'd love
a pair
that,
of
like.
trainers till about an hour ago. You know what I mean? Unbelievable.
He lost his seat, sure. He's busy. He's looking for stuff to do.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Junior. I was talking
We're talking
about
about senior.
Oh, talking about
DOT.
senior.
Here,
Yeah.
which technically he did lose his seat because he died, you know.
Yeah.
But no, he
Okay.
would never have that.
Now he's up there on the right-hand side of God, so it's all right.
Few people got that.
Well, it's good to see you, lads.
Guys, good to be here. Yeah, class stuff. What
I was
else?
going to ask you, Dave.
I'm a massissive Arsenal supporter, by the way, so I'm gutted.
I
I'm
thought
here.
you said I have a massive
I-
arsehole. That's what I thought you just said, right? Which is also true.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Dave. Obviously, you're a married man of 2 children.
Yeah,
and,
well,
and
I
a
was.
wife. And a wife. And a
Yeah,
wife. Aaron, you're a single man, always to be single. Now, as you know, I'm getting married next year, and I'm currently thinking about my stag.
This is the stag. This right here. This is
my
guys,
stag.
you're all in it.
You're all in it.
Yous
That's
are
how
all
boring I am.
invited. This is what it is.
I had 4 pints last night, and I thought I was going to die. Right? So I'm quite worried about it. Obviously, you're both going to be invited.
Well, if
To the
he's
stag.
still out, because we know what's going to come out about you soon. So it'll be...
Don't say it, because people believe that then.
Oh, and then when it happens, they'll be like, he knew all along. Dave's a bastard too. I'm like, no, I'm only joking.
Why? What's coming out about him?
Nothing. He's just making a wee joke, but there's nothing. I am not related to any of that allegations of P. Diddy.
What would you do? What would you do? What would you recommend I do for my stag?
Ooh, I mean, you know what you would want? What you would like would be a couple of guys to meet up for a bit of breakfast.
Just 2.
Yep, 2 fellas. Just 2 guys, nice cooked breakfast, cup of tea, home.
Wow.
You're onto something, Dave.
I think you would be like, oh, I got away with that. I think what I would like to see is the opposite. I would like to see, you know, when like those stag parties where they like jump people and throw them in the back of vans? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and
It's
get
like
their
the
dick
fake
out.
police.
But, pardon?
They're like fake police.
Yes, but like those
Oh,
guys
Jesus. Oh,
take you
I'd
away.
die. I'd actually die.
Like, what you know what would be great crack? Like do all the stuff like take you, threaten you, tell us what you know, and you'd be like, no, and they'll be like, no, tell us what you know, no, and then they'll be like, we're going to waterboard you, and you're like, no, and then they waterboard you, and then they like, you know, do the thing in Casino Royale where they cut the hole in the chair and they start hitting you under the balls with a rope, and like, I don't know, and then what they do is just take off the wee blindfold, and me and him are there like, gotcha.
That was way too elaborate and well thought out.
Like-
to just come off the tip of your tongue, you're planning something big.
That's what I would like to
The
see
detail
happen,
in
but,
that
yeah.
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That was class. That was a real story there you took us through. Fucking hell.
That sounds like something you've done.
Yeah.
What you're trying to do.
What goes on stag stays on stag.
So I'm thinking about going to Portugal to play golf.
We went to Portugal for his stag.
Oh, you went to Lisbon. It was
Yeah.
good.
That's Portugal.
It was a good time.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
No, but you went. Yeah, it was good fun. But you just went. You just went and had the drinks and stuff.
No, we
Yeah,
did
we
surfing.
did-
We
yeah,
did
we did
surfboard
surfing.
lessons. What else did we do?
Wine tasting.
We did wine tasting. That was good.
Yeah, like you don't drink, so what did you have? Like
They
the yogurts
give
and
me
stuff?
umbongo because I couldn't drink the wine. So yeah, we did that. We had a very cultural experience on Dave's
Do
stag.
you remember the guy Richard?
We met was that the camp guy? Gay guy?
No, he was the homeless guy.
Ah. There was a homeless guy called Richard who may have also been a homosexual that wanted to get with Dave on a stag.
No, what it was, right? I have a mate, Macca, who's one of these guys. He's just friendly. He chat to everybody. He's a great guy. And he's like, he's like, we're all like, in Lisbon, it's kind of like just streets and bars
city
open in
has
the streets.
streets,
But like to drink, everyone's in
Open fields in...
But so we were
Portuguese
all there,
people, yeah.
and we were just having it was a real good party atmosphere, and we're all having a drink. And my mate Macca brought this guy over, and he was like smart looking dude, like sort of Jose Mourinho style, And I thought it's nice. He goes, I met this guy Richard, and he's great crack. We've been having so much fun and all. And we're like, oh, nice to meet you, Richard. And he's like, yeah, how's it going? And then, what might it have been you? Somebody was beside me, and I was going, dear Dave, nudging me. And I was like, looking over, and he goes, look down. I looked down, and Richard had no shoes or socks on. And his trousers were quite low, and you could see the base of his dick. And he had no pants on. And I was like, I don't think Richard is what he is exactly pretending to be. I think Richard's a wee bit of a... And then when I pointed out to my mate Mackie, he was like, oh yeah, I've been buying rounds all night for this guy. He was just really sound. And then we discovered on the way home, Richard just was a homeless guy. My mate Mackie had somehow just picked up and brought him.
You gave him a good night.
Yeah, but he wanted to give him more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And it was weird because it's sort of, whenever we split up with Richard, we found him again on the way home, and Macca was like, there's Richard. And we were like, don't, because he'll have to come back to the hostel, and we don't know, he might kill us in our sleep. We don't know who Richard is, Like, I have a rule that if you meet somebody straight away, you shouldn't see their penis before you shake their hand. That's a rule. And whenever we got back, like, we were like, no, you can't bring him back. We don't know him. He might be the friendliest guy in the world, but we don't know him. He can't come back into our hostel. He might kill us, all right? And then my mate Macca, it was like something out of a romantic comedy. He was like, Richard, I don't want to leave you, but they're making me. I was like, I don't know what it is I love. And it's like, I want you to come, Richard. And Richard was like, I want to also come. But and like, they had the weirdest, do you remember when he was holding Macca's face? Now, again, I don't know. My mate Macca's got a big old head, so I don't know whether Richard was trying to strangle him or just, I don't know. But it was really weird. And they had just this moment.
Was he a Portuguese fella?
Yeah.
We basically met Portuguese Dahmer. And he came on the stag with us for a little while, and we had to try shake him for a bit. Yeah.
Sometimes you get people, do you ever that does happen when you go on night out, you get people, you try and shake them. And you don't know them. You're not being rude, but you don't know how to get rid of them. I had an incident in a pub, right? And I was in the pub, and there was about 4 of us in, and this guy come up, and we're chatting away. And then he said something. He goes, I saw you on this. And I went, thanks very much, man. Appreciate it. He goes, yeah. And then he just went, so I'm living at home with my mum. And I went... Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. What's your name, Paul? Nice to meet you, Paul. All the best, man. Take care. He goes, yeah, so do I have to leave now? And I just went, no, come in and join us for a pint. And then, he stole my mate's bag.
Can I be honest? I wasn't really focusing on that story because it's funny to me how small that table is that you're sitting behind. It looks like you're about to do an exam. Why is it so tiny?
It's nice though, isn't it? It's the Doyen. Great tables for dinner. 25% off.
Okay.
25.
Pushing it a bit too
Wednesday
hard.
to Sunday. You guys just had a roast dinner from the Doyen before you came in. Was it good?
We did.
Cold, hard. No, no. It was, the roast was delicious. Really, really nice.
Roast
really,
was
really
good, mash
tasty.
was good, yes, solid.
You didn't eat your vegetables? What was that
I
about?
did the carrots and parsnip. I just didn't like the broccoli and the cauliflower because it was in that weird cheese sauce. I'm not a big fan of it.
I'll take that bit out.
Keep that in, Sean.
Right, guys,
Double that up.
for my stag and for my impending wedding.
Guys, we're going to do the Ocean Gate sub for your stag. That's what we're going to do. Me, you, Dave,
that?
Stockton, we're all going down to see the Titanic, mate. That's what we're doing for your stag. I've decided. I've bought it already. We're in.
No.
Is it all right if I just control it from above land?
With the wee PlayStation controller? Yeah.
Do you know what? I think it'd be good if you come on my flight simulator.
Oh, no. Oh, we're not. No one's going on your flight simulator at all.
I'll take you to Portugal on my flight simulator.
No, you won't. You'll take us to your
But here's
living room.
the thing. Like, you will say you'll take us... We're going to Portugal, my stag, and then it'll just be your hall. That'll not change. Unless you've got the whole house decked out like Portugal, and there's a guy with the top of his dick out in the living room. That's...
Yeah. It's just me with a tan.
So, Dave, for a stag, what would you recommend I do? Because I have to. Judy's got her stag, her hen, but sorry.
Can I just say,
she's got a stag as well.
There was I love so much how Julie just told you no whenever he was like, why don't we have a hen and stag combination? And she was like, fuck off.
Did you try to suggest that?
He tried to. That is
Oh,
the worst.
you fucking
That is the most.
loser.
What are you booing me for?
Yeah, boom.
What are you booing me for?
Fucking fruit.
Where did you go?
Sorry.
Bernie, where did you go for your head?
You're not going to
gonna
say it? Benedict's? I thought you were saying Benidorm at least. Benedict's?
What's Ben?
I'm from Newcastle, so that's a babe.
You're from Newcastle, County Down, so it's a big trip to come up to Belfast, is it?
But also, what goes on in Benedict's stays in Benedict's. That's yeah.
What is Benedict?
Benedict's, the women get loose. You know what I mean? Like fucking Benedict's is
Huh? So is it what is it? What is Benedict?
it's a bottomless brunch, like girls' Hindu hotel type thing vibe.
Oh right.
But
Okay, so it's carnage.
Yeah.
Fucking penis and straws and all that.
Yeah,
like,
it's where the Pleasure Boys fucking reunion will happen. Like
It's where they live. The Pleasure Boys live in Benedict's.
Emphasis on the dicks.
Yeah.
Right. So Dave.
It's a strip club in Benidorm. Benedict's.
That's me and Dave's new nightclub we're opening in Portugal. Richard's managing it.
So I need to book it soon. So I highly recommend. So does anyone give me a suggestion of what I should do for my stag?
Are we definitely going away?
Well, I think there could be a trip away. Or I was thinking about doing maybe one day in Belfast. Where? No.
Port of Furry.
Oh, you get the wee fucking boat and all the you the big
Strangford Lock.
The Strangford Ferry.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh fuck no.
I want to be happy.
Yeah. No.
Where would you recommend?
The best time on stag that I've had is probably Prague. It's good fun. It's fun. Yeah. But if you ever want to go back there, you can't go on stag.
Why?
Because whenever we were talking about where to go on honeymoon, and they were like, my wife's like, oh, Prague looks really good. It's like, no, sorry, can't go back there. I'm banned. It's a horrific place.
So, Aaron, would you come to Prague, Aaron?
Mate,
like the child of Prague, would you come?
I've no strings attached anywhere. I can go wherever, mate. You know what I mean?
That'd be imagine you went on stag on Prague and we made you dress as like a sexy child of Prague.
No.
Like
the sexy child of Prague.
You had like a hat and a cape and just a pair of like tight shorts with suspenders.
Yeah. That is, do you know what? I get so anxious in public settings anyway.
I know.
But
imagine how many shirts you would wear on a stag. Jesus Christ. Off and on and off and on.
I think my stag is going to be very. I would prefer quite a tame stag. So I'm cautious about who would I invite, because you can't come to the stag unless you're coming to the wedding.
Right? Yeah, that's okay. Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think that's fair to invite somebody to a stag and then they're not going to the wedding.
But see, behaviour on a stag do is different than on your own stag do. Because like I was very scared on my own stag do.
I'm scared already.
But
I was thinking about not having one.
Because my wife said to me before I went on stag do, she goes, if you go to a stripper's, I will cut your dick off and feed it to you. And I said, well, at least, marinate it first. But, so whenever I was there, and inevitably when I was away on my stag, the guys tied me up or whatever and forced me into a strip club, and it was horrendous. And then next thing I know, there's this woman dancing, and I was like, oh no, and I don't want to look and all. And I remember her grabbing my hands, trying to make me touch her, and I was like, no. And it just ended up being so, because she grabbed my forearms, and I just kind of ended up
just punching the titties
her boobs, and it was really, really weird and uncomfortable. I would like to watch you do that. I would like
I would. Yeah.
I couldn't do that, man. I couldn't walk in and go, hello, how are things? Yeah. You're looking very well today.
Yeah.
And you'd have to put
You're busy? You're busy? You're very busy, yeah.
You have to hang your wee Child of Pride coat, or Child of Pride coat up and just...
I'm not doing it. I swear to God, I actually would fall out with somebody if they did that to me. It's not my scene. If I went on my stag and someone tied me up or put me in a van, I don't know why I'd be putting.
Why are you making it feel like we're Madeline McCanning it this thing? You're like fucking do the.
Do you know what I'd love?
I didn't do it. Like fucking don't boo me.
I'd love a nice relaxing day. It has to be one day. And I want it over by about 11 o'clock.
You want to go to the Galgorn then? Is that what you want to do?
It's too expensive. I wouldn't go to the Galgorn.
So we're not even going to the Galgorn?
No, I think we should go to Belfast or something.
But this is the thing.
We're in Belfast now. That's exactly what we're doing at this moment.
Or Mullingar. Or something.
That's so different from Belfast.
You're overthinking it.
But someone has to organise. I'm not having the best man.
But see if you keep going, I want to do this. See if it was me, organise your stag, and you're like, I want to do this. I'd be like, well, do the opposite.
Yeah.
The exact opposite.
You just need to pick something. You just need to pay. My first strip club experience was on Dave's stag. That's the first time I got a wee lap dance.
Were you the dancer?
No. But I do remember it was. I had to get ice taken away from the group because they do a wee private dance, and I didn't know that. And the girl just come over and gave out her hand to me, and I was like, all right, I guess I better take it. And then, I took it. And then she just started walking me away by the hand, but I was in like these wee tight white shorts and I looked a wee blue shirt, and I was looking back at the lads.
It's like Pinocchio.
I looked like when you're walking away from your ma on the first day of school and the teacher's bringing you away from her. Like, come on.
Sorry. What sort of school did you go to?
Oh, St. Kevin's, mate. You know what I mean? The priest will buck a life out of you. But yeah. The Catholic Church. But yeah, no, I loved it. It was class. I had a root and all. It was class.
Right.
I love saying things just to look at his face. He hates it.
Do you know what it is? I sometimes get a bit jealous that I can't be you. Do you know what I mean? Because
Doesn't
you
every
say
man
stuff
in the
that I
room,
can't
Andrew?
say. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the shame in me. But
Yes, I am shameless, is what we've learned from me.
Dave, you're happily married. Aaron, obviously that'll never happen for you.
No, by choice.
By choice, by the way. He's never had a girlfriend.
Yep.
Vasectomy, not married.
Yep.
Dave, what advice would you give to me?
And do you ask if I'm gay? Yeah. If I'll stick my dick in your mouth and find out.
Do it.
This is not how I wanted this to go.
Hey.
How's the podcast? Well, Aaron said to a member of whose dad is in as well.
How are you, Daddy?
Cork in the north, more like cork in the mouth. Am I right, guys?
Andrew's literal words before we come out here was, please don't talk about dildos. And that is the least of his worries at the minute now. But no, I'm not gay.
Dave,
Yes, Andrew.
You're a good friend of mine.
Well, you forgot my birthday this week, but I mean,
Andrew forgot Dave's birthday. And do you want to know something? Dave put up an Instagram post being like, it's my birthday, and Andrew seen it on
That
his
sounds
story.
really desperate. Somebody put up and said, happy birthday, Dave, and I shared it. I was like, guys, it's my birthday. I mean, did you even know when my birthday was?
Did I even know when your birthday was? No.
No.
But I rang you
The day after.
to apologise.
That's okay, I forgive you. Yeah.
But was that not because you were already talking to him about this?
Yeah, he's like, are you going to do this show on Sunday? And I was like, well, I don't know. We'll see about it because you forgot my birthday, so maybe I'll forget Sunday.
And then I rang you to apologise.
It's okay. Yeah.
And then you accepted the apology because you just...
Yeah.
beat it.
And now I bet you're like, I wish I'd have just let him not come. Just,
The
29th of March, by
It
the way.
is your birthday.
That's
I got
your
you a little
birthday.
present.
Oh, wow.
I got you a wee Arsenal top.
Oh.
But on the back of it, it's got like a wee special print.
And it's there's baby oil in here as well.
There's not baby oil in there. Don't tell them there's baby oil in there.
780 dildos.
Yeah, hold up for the crowd to see the wee special print I got you in the back.
Should I double check it first?
No, you're all right.
no, fuck
It's not
off.
too bad.
That's the old Arsenal. 69. Elliott, 69.
No,
I love the fact that the packaging that came in
No, what
tells another story.
the worst thing about it is it's a medium, so my child will have to wear this.
Can I be honest? When I ordered that, it was a 4XL. And I did not unfold it to see what it says it was. But no,
You can put that in a frame and put it in your bathroom or something.
it could be a nice belly top.
Thank you very much. It's
Probably
very
cost
thoughtful.
$2.99.
No problem. Tenner. It's fine. It was Dave's birthday, yes. Yeah, very much. That's
Thank you.
Yeah, I had a free Diddy.
Dave,
Could
now
be a follow-up to Free Willy. That'd be great.
If you didn't hear that, Dave said that'd be a great follow-up to Free Willy, the film where the orca gets captured. You want free? So explain to me your plot. If you're pitching, you're pitching the movie The NI Screen, Free Diddy, and it's based on the concept of Free Willy. What happens?
Well,
in
there's
the
going to
movie?
have to be some sort of child, but for some reason it ends up being a prison warden, and he's going to have to be like in the jail, and then he's going to have to meet like a.
And Diddy has to jump over him to be free, and as he jumps over him, Diddy's dick just glances past his wee head, and just. All right, well, we took it too far. That's a lovely
I think it was
show.
good until it got to the end.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, got the tip.
But the only thing is, if he gets out and they're like, yeah, he actually wasn't doing anything wrong, he just a load of dildos, he's not going to be able to get
But
past
can you
it, is
imagine
he?
the first girl or boy? He's bisexual, is he?
We don't know. I would take a guess and say, yeah. Apparently it's a power thing with him. So, like, it's not even that he's, like, fully bisexual, fully gay or anything like that. It's the idea that he can do something to you, no matter what your gender is, that he has control, that he has, you know what I mean?
That's a bit sad. That's an illness, lads.
I love how you call that a bit sad. It's fully awful.
Have you ever been controlled?
Your follow-up question is, have I ever been controlled?
Yeah.
In what way?
Like by people?
Like by teachers and stuff, and like
Like,
bosses
have you ever
of
had
course.
like people in your life that have done that to you? Not like locked you up.
Oh, I wish. You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean? Like,
No.
like, you know.
No, I've never had anyone try to sex traffic me, Andrew.
I'd say it's good crack to a point.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's good banter, isn't it?
Sorry, Andrew, please talk us through where the point stops being good crack, like where...
No, but it's all exciting, like, you know what I mean? And you're like, you're going to like another country. You know what I mean? You're like, where are we going? And it's like, we're going to Belfast. And then you arrive, it's like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Whenever
Passport taken off.
another fella buys you, you're like, oh, you're not as fun a boss as P. Diddy, are you? You're...
What's the
I think I'm trying to get away from it now.
So,
This will be the heaviest edited live podcast you ever
I'm just
see.
going to, the whole part is me just sitting there going,
Yeah. It'll be the Doyen read and finish, and that'll be it.
welcome to the Doyen, and that was the podcast.
Yeah.
Dave, you've had a busy year, Dave. You're currently presenting a lot on BBC Radio at the moment. Can you tell us how you got that gig and how's that working out for you and stuff like that?
Just been doing a bit of radio. It's been obviously different than the radio you're doing because you're the early morning king. Everyone loves that. Everyone listens to you, and I just do a wee bit of filling in the odd time, and no one listens to me. So it's all
Yeah,
right.
I often get the impression that you would is doing because obviously you're comedian, writer, podcaster, and also doing the
You
radio.
know what? I'm just shit at a load of things. I'm just trying to find something I'm good at, Andrew. That's
You're not
that's
shit
it.
at a load of
That's just-
things.
No, he is. No, he's not.
No, you're very good. What I'm trying to say to you is radio something like, because as time goes
Yeah.
by when you do comedy, there comes a point in time, especially with me, like I'm going to take about 5 months off next year from stand-up.
to recover from what's going to happen to him on a stag do. That's
So I'm taking time off next year, and obviously I'm very lucky to be able to do the radio and have a bit of crack with that. But I think you're like suited perfectly to doing some sort of. I'd love to do like a radio show with you.
I mean, I would love that as well, just to see your face before it starts recording. I'd like you to be a part of it as well, just to see.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, don't know now. I think
Oh, I don't know.
I think once this
I
goes
go
out, my
live with
radio-
him, I'm like, oh no.
No, radio is great fun. Radio is a load of fun, and I think it's one of those things that like, it's such a different group of like listeners than you would get.
Yeah.
Like obviously 6 o'clock on BBC is a lot more different than what you get than 3 o'clock on a Sunday in the Doyen. You know what I mean? It's a different crowd, so it's nice to do something different, have a wee bit of fun there too.
Yeah.
You know?
So where are you now with your stand-up? What do you do? Because you've done a tour and stuff like that.
I'm sort of at that. I'm at the fun part where you just kind of do things and are coming up with new bits again. So it's like in your head, you're like, this is going to be hilarious. I have a new bit, and then you go out and do it, and you go, I should go back to the day job. You know, it's one of those ones, but it's the fun part of it. You know, when you finish the tour, you've done that, and you're just starting again and just having gigs and coming out and hanging out with your friends. Great.
Yeah, it's good crack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
And so what are you going to do on your 5-month break? What's the plan? This is what I want to know, because you're a very mysterious guy.
I'm not mysterious. I'm quite chilled.
Yeah, but what, other than...
You're not chilled. You're the fucking least chilled cunt I've ever met in my life.
I am. I'm actually quite a stress-free guy. It's people around me make me stressed.
But other
There's a
than...
lot of people out there that don't do life right, you know?
According to you, yeah. Do you know what makes Andrew stressed? You see when someone parks in a parking space that's for a child and a parent, that like properly upsets him. Like, I mean,
No,
like,
he's
he
been
gets... You get angry. Does that upset you guys as well? To what level would it upset you, though? Like, would it ruin your day?
Yes.
Okay, but you're not going home and you're not being like, I can't fucking believe that again, are you? Mm-hmm. No, I could. Here's what you got.
These people have a conscience.
No, here's what you got to remember. Because here's why. No matter what, see, every day in life, some dickhead is going to park in that space and they shouldn't be. And that's going to happen no matter what. And you've got to just let it go.
But you know what?
Can't let it go,
No,
though.
I
You
disagree.
have to let it go. Because
Yeah.
Jeez, she's very angry.
I'm saying
And imagine
it's
he has to
awful.
do that. He doesn't even have kids.
I'm
You
saying
know?
it's awful.
They don't have kids.
I'm
you know
not saying
what?
it's great, but I'm saying is people are going to continue to do it.
But
so you
this
got to
is-
just
no,
get
no, no, no,
a
no.
zen point.
I
in
nearly
life.
quit my gym
Really?
recently because a guy did it. I nearly
Yeah.
handed my notice in. I typed out the email.
Yeah.
You don't hand a notice, you just quit. Andrew, you don't have to hand a notice to
No,
leave
you
the
got to
gym.
tell them you're leaving. Like,
But you know what? I think there should be other rules. That
Go
like
ahead.
if say for example you park in a disabled space and you're not disabled or you're a parent and you don't have any kids, you should be allowed to be struck by another person in a car. I think, or you know, because there's sometimes like kids are the two most. Well, I have the two most stressful people in my life. They just, and sometimes I'm in a car and if I saw you just pop out of your car and in that moment I could just lose and I think I should just be allowed to go poof into you and then be like, oops. You know, sorry, the rules are this is for me and you took it. Oops.
yeah.
You know?
Well, that's a bit violent, Dave. Like,
I know,
you know
but
what I mean?
sometimes, like, it just
But I
happens.
kill people in my head. Do you know what I mean? I get very angsty about small things to the point now where like it would affect me on a daily basis. Like, and I don't know where the anger's coming
But
from.
you got to just let it go.
I
That's the thing.
can't.
You have to, though.
I can't.
Andrew, life is too short.
It's not,
for
it's
this-
long.
It's not long. It's short. It's
very
like,
long.
look at you, you're 58 now. It goes
It's
by in a blink
life
of an
is
eye.
long.
No, it is
It can
not.
be fucking boring.
But what would you do in that scenario? What would you? How would you resolve that situation?
What situation?
Would you go up and say to them? Would you be like, here? You...
But it depends if they're big. Like,
Yeah.
if I think they could beat me up, I wouldn't go up to them.
But if they're smaller, what would you do?
I might roll the window down and say, "Hey, come on, fairness, fair. Come on, you don't have a kid with you. What are you doing? Be nice, smile with them."
But then you know what happened? I've done that once before, and I got mugged because I was like, "Oh, there's no kid there," and they're like, "Oh, I'm just picking them up from swimming." I was like, "Work away."
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Like, but I don't know. I get really angsty about simple things. I would have really bad road rage now, and Julie doesn't like being in the car with me sometimes.
Yep.
And then she won't. If we're flying away for a weekend, she likes to go to the airport on her own, and then I'll meet her in the airport. Like,
Oh, is that some sort of like role play thing?
no, it's not.
Are you going on holiday?
Because I get really annoyed. So, like for example, we were flying to London, and she actually had a go at me in Belfast at the airport. You know, when you go through security, you go up the escalator to turn right into the shops, right? She ate the face off. You know, it was my fault, like completely, right? But what happened was we arrived at the airport, and I have silver status with Aer Lingus, right? So that means I get priority, and she had the normal one, right? So I said, "Listen, I'll see you later," right? Right, I'll see you later, like, because I've points. I've lost points, right? But I said, no, I'll go back into the economy one with you. I'll stay with you, right? So we go in, and I kind of go back down in the standards, right? So I went in anyway, right? And
I'm
we
sure
get through-
Julie loves this right now, by the way.
But I go in. I tell you what happened, right? So
Yeah.
you know this is before that. You know, Belfast City now got you can keep everything in your bag now. You don't have to take out the liquids anymore.
The
So
new
The
scanners.
new scanners are in,
Yeah.
right? So anyway, this was before the new scanners. So this a couple months ago. So we walk in. You have to open your bag, take out the laptop, take out your wash bag, and all that. We go in. But there's 3 or 4 people ahead of us in the queue. And as there's 3 or 4 people ahead of us in the queue, a couple of tray bays become available. But the people in front of me don't move up to that gap. You know, they're just standing there looking at, there's 5 tray bays. And I'm going, he needs to move. There's an empty tray there. Right? And they don't fucking move. They just stand there, look at someone at the first tray. And I'm like, there's 2 empty ones up there. So I just skipped the queue. And I said, fuck it, if they're not going to go, I'm going to go. So I just walked past 2 people and I just went up. And then someone stepped forward. I said, come on, Julie. And Julie was like, no, these people are next. I was like, fuck them. Yeah. So I went through. Julie waited. I got through security. And then she was like, don't you ever do that again. They were like really annoyed with you. They were really pissed off with you. You don't do that. You put me in an awkward position because they were cursing you out because you skipped the queue. If they're not ready, don't be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. And if they're not ready... And then she said, you fucking ruined my weekend in London. I said, why don't you just fucking move out of my house? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're the I didn't say that. I did not say that. Julie, I did not say that. And she will verify that. She'll do a post on Instagram confirming that, right? But my point is this, is that if they didn't move, like there's 5 bays. I'm right. I am fucking right. There is 5 bays. 2 people are unpacking. There's 3 bays empty. The 2 people don't go. I go, if they're not going to go, I'm going on my holidays. If they don't want to go on their holidays, they don't have to go on their holidays. And I went up and I did it. And they got pissed off at me. And that kind of stuff irritates me if people aren't on the front foot.
But
Sorry,
then what
but I think
happens
it's right.
if the 2 people are just trying to get their wee belt off or something?
They
and
weren't.
they're
They were
trying
just staring at
Hold
the
on,
other
hold on.
people.
But what if they're avid Q Radio breakfast show listeners and they're like, Is that fucking Andrew Ryan from Q Radio Breakfast Show being a...
I didn't skip the queue.
You-
They didn't go forward.
Listen, you have to...
They
you have
didn't
to-
go forward.
You're representing your company, Andrew.
I'm self-employed. I represent myself. I think, give me a chair if you think if people are not going to go up to the basket.
Sorry. No. You're right. You're a chilled guy. Sorry, I apologize.
I am quite chilled, and I'm looking forward to the 5 months off.
So am I.
I just think it's like, do you ever like? So what I've done is I've had another issue recently, and I don't know if do you know when you're queuing up to go through airport security?
Have you not just told us this?
You just listen. No,
You have to mention, Andrew. You're in the room, Andrew. You're in the Doyen, love. It's all right.
I'm talking.
We'll get you to the flight simulator any minute now.
There's another issue. There's another issue. You need to listen now. Be
Right,
quiet
we're
for a second,
listening.
right?
We're watching you scratch.
Do you know when you're queuing up,
Yeah.
right? Before you get to the security, before you get up, right? I'd be standing there, and you walk forward a couple of steps as the queue goes down, right? People behind you walking into you, right? So this is what I do. I have my bag on my back, and if I feel that they're too close to me, I start swaying my bag.
Oh, you
So I'll
bad
stand in the
boy.
queue, and I'll walk forward a couple of steps, stop, and then I'll just do that. And I just start hitting people. It's like,
Aye.
and that's a sign to say, back off.
And that
I'm
doesn't
going on
look
the holidays.
weird at all when you do that. That is.
I think that's perfectly reasonable if you want a bit of, like...
But then-
Everyone do the Andrew Ryan dance. You and your wedding.
Like, I was on a flight the other day, and I was on the window seat, and it
Do you
was a guy-
travel in the airport much?
He's got silver membership or Lingus Avios
Yeah.
points.
I was on a flight the other day, and I was on the window seat, and there was a guy in the middle seat, but there was nobody on the aisle. So the flight took off, right? And after the seatbelt sign went up, I'm expecting the guy in the middle seat to jump out to the window, to the aisle seat. He just stayed in the middle seat. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
But then he might be a guy that just loves his rules and he's paid
No,
for
but
that
he
seat.
should have gone to the aisle seat and created that space in the middle
But if he's
seat.
paid for the middle seat, mate.
Yeah, if he's paid for middle seat, I'm in the guy's side
No.
here. Yeah. Here, if you want that, you should have paid for the aisle seat or for whatever seat.
Yeah.
What seat did you pay for?
There was random seat allocation.
Well, then he's just in a random seat then.
No. You don't pay for it. You just sit me anywhere. They just give you whatever one, right?
Right.
So I'm on my own. So I sit by the window. He's in the middle, and the aisle is empty. He didn't move from the middle to the aisle.
But he
okay.
might really like the middle seat.
Yeah.
He might have been really comfortable.
No, but
in
like
the
he
middle
should
seat.
have.
Or
moved
Andrew,
down.
hold on. He may have been there and bought the two tickets. He may have bought the middle seat and the ass seat for somebody that's no longer with us. He might have been on holidays for years with his wee wife and then be like, "This is where my wee wife would have sat," but she's
Yeah.
no longer.
And he has like a wee necklace with her ashes in, and he
Yeah.
puts it on the seat, and he goes. And because she always said on the aisle seat,
And it's
obviously.
his first holiday without her, Andrew.
That's his first holiday without her. And you're fucking looking at him, see? Perspective, Andrew, right?
No, like he should have moved to the aisle
No,
seat.
just because it doesn't fit with your selfish narrative, this poor guy's having to suffer, Andrew.
No, I'm right.
You're not right.
I can't wait to travel with you. What? Thank you. That's John. He's in the. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, sir. Lovely man.
class.
You're very kind to be here. Thanks very much. And have a great Christmas if I don't see you.
Did you?
So
But you
get
know what,
back
though,
to your
there-
question.
But there are times like that, though, where it can backfire when you try to be cheeky back to people. It used to really piss me off when people called me son. All right, son. Yeah, that's you, son. So I get into the habit of calling them dad back. And it was like, and you'd be like, so you're in a shop and he goes, "Oh, like, there's your change, son." And I go, "Thanks, dad." And then it was just a real weird, like, sometimes people are like, "What the fuck?" And then other times they were like,
But what if the guy was younger than you serving you?
"Yeah, well, he shouldn't call me son then, should he?"
No.
Yeah, true.
If he can't conceivably be my daddy, he shouldn't call me son.
Can I ask you? So go back to the question. The 5 months off. What I'm going to do? Right?
All right. And by the way, no one asked you that question, but go ahead.
I did.
Sorry, he did. I
he
was
did.
paying
Did he?
attention.
Oh, back to him again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Did he not?
So the 5 months off. What I'm going to do? I'm going to do yoga.
No, you're not.
I'm going to try the yoga.
Can you imagine
thing.
the most angry yoga guy ever? Why am I sitting still for so fucking long? You know?
No, don't be grand.
Oh no, we'll be grand during the. Oh, you cannot.
I'm going to do yoga.
Because what'll happen is there'll be someone in a space beside you, and there'll be a free space, and you'll be like, "Why aren't they pushing up to that free space?" And
then he'd be like, my wife used to do yoga, but she died doing Pilates. And
she always keeps
this was where she rolled her mat.
He takes his necklace off, puts on the yoga mat.
Why is everyone's wife died?
It's just Freshers Week, you know? I have no idea. That didn't make any sense, but it is.
He came in today and he goes, "You all right?" He goes, "Yeah, it's good, Freshers Week." I was like, what the fuck?
This guy's 36.
Still celebrating Freshers Week every week.
Yeah. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do a bit of travelling. I'm going to read.
Now, by the way, no, you're not going to do a bit of travelling.
Why?
You're going on holiday. Don't say do a
That's
bit of travelling.
like.
No. See me say, I'm going to do a bit of travelling. That's like 6 months, 5 months, going to find myself, going to Australia, blah, blah, blah. You're going to Ibiza third week.
No, I won't go to Ibiza.
Well, where are you going?
I want to go to Bosnia.
For how long?
For fucking honeymoon?
No, I want to
What's
go
happening in Bosnia? What's popping
I
off?
want to
in
do the
Bosnia?
Balkans. The Balkans.
The Balkans?
Balkans.
The Balkans.
Like Serbia,
Alec Baldwin?
Bosnia, Herzegovina.
That's one thing.
You're just saying. I don't know what
No, I want to do the Balkans.
And how long will you do that for?
Oh, like a week.
I'm going travelling for a while.
Yeah, but I'm going to do a number of travels.
So you're just going on a number of
Like
week
I'm
trips?
gonna
City
go-
breaks. You're going city breaks.
I'll go city breaks.
Just
That's
say
traveling.
that.
But
Just
that's traveling.
Yeah.
That's traveling. You're not coming with me.
No, I know. Thank
know what I
fuck. You know what I mean? I'd be fucking sitting in the middle seat.
He's well, do you know what? Dave's going to be supporting me in Newcastle in Glasgow next month because Aaron, you're doing the Irish leg and Dave's coming over to do some of the gigs.
Because he can't actually leave the country legally, so that's...
So
Ankle tag.
Dave is going to be supporting me. So we're going to travel together for the very first time, aren't we, Dave? Right, and my agent emailed me and he said, "Oh, the venue have the hotel for you. Do you want one room or two?"
I hope you said one.
And I said, "No, two. Like, it has to be two. Like, I'm not sharing, like, with anybody." So I'm delighted to know I've paid for you for a full hotel room on your own.
Nice.
Okay. So, and you're going to get the experience of traveling with me through an airport.
Wow.
And you're going to really enjoy it.
He has gold Aer Lingus.
Yeah.
It's platinum, actually.
No, well, he has it.
He doesn't have it.
He does.
I will by the time we go.
Guys, so we're going to wrap this up, lads. Dave, are you on tour? Where are you going? What are you doing? How can people find you? How can people come and see you?
Just follow me on my wee Instagram, my social media, Dave Elliott Comedy, or my website, Dave Elliott Comedy. That's all my dates. I'm recording my last show as a special over 2 nights
Brilliant.
in October.
Where are you doing that?
In the courthouse in Bangor, so you just have to drive, like. But 2 nights, 16th and 17th of October. I'm doing that.
That's right. Is there tickets still available?
Yeah, there's for the first one, yes. The second one, no. So.
Okay, so you want to go and watch a recording of a special. Highly recommend you go and see Dave Elliott. He's a very funny and talented man. Aaron, obviously, you released a special last year, but this year you're kind of, what are you doing? You're writing new material this year. Is that what you're doing?
Writing new material, doing support for you, doing support on Colin Geddes' tour at the minute. I've also got a panel show that's filming a pilot on the 5th of November.
Yeah.
So free tickets will be coming out for that in the next few weeks if anyone here wants a free ticket to that, because it's BBC paid, so no one has to pay for fuck all. It's class. So that'll be happening. And yeah, that's what I've got going on.
Yeah, I'm also working on a documentary as well, which
Right.
is currently working. Yeah, it's
About traveling through the airports. It's easy
yeah.
access.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know why I'm telling you this publicly, but my nephew's coming along to watch one of the shows. He's just moved over to Newcastle to go to uni there, and he's just going to come and hang out with us for the...
Now,
I didn't know that.
You didn't
So-
put that
and
by
he's-
him. You
he's
freaking
gonna-
No,
him
you
out.
have to tell me that.
He's going to be so freaked out, yeah.
No.
But
He,
he,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
There's no. Who is he? How old is he?
So he is 18.
What's he look like?
He's a sweet guy. Like,
Yeah.
he's nice.
He
So
loves
we
racial
could traffic
banter.
him if we wanted. Yeah, he's going to be traffic.
Is his name Richard?
His name's Noah. So,
Noah.
yeah, he's going to come along.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about him, now he calls me Uncle Davy because I got married to his aunt. Before, he just called me Big Davy, which was really weird. You know, so whenever, because he was younger, I would, bring him to cinema and all, and he would just call me Big Davy, and it was always weird. You know, when you're like, "Can I have popcorn, Big Davy?" And people are looking at you going, "What's the... why do you have this child?" At least now he calls me Uncle Davy, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then 2 of my friends have bought tickets to the Newcastle
Good.
show as well, yeah.
So when's he hanging out with us?
Between the hours.
He's going to meet us at the airport. He's going to meet us at the airport, and he's
It's your
gonna-
stag do. It's his nephew's coming along for it.
Right.
We want to do drugs.
Well,
and all.
the gig finishes at. We're doing an early show at 5:00, right?
Yeah.
The gig finishes at 7:30. So he'll be at the gig, will he?
Yes.
And then we'll go out for dinner.
No, we'll have lunch with him first or something.
No.
Send him this way.
Have lunch with him. I'll meet him after.
Oh no, he's just gonna be around. Don't worry. He'll be all right. I keep him on a wee lead. He's all right.
Is he coming to Glasgow the following day? Because we have to get a train up to
It
Glasgow.
depends how much fun we have. It depends.
Just to let you know as well, as we're finishing Glasgow at 7 o'clock, we have a flight at 8:25 on the last flight back, so we have to be on time.
But what if we want to have a bit of party in Glasgow?
We're not. I'm coming home. So get with the...
Okay.
Okay.
So what did we find out? I'm gonna have a lot of fun on this trip. It's gonna be.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an episode of Cork in the North podcast. Just three lads just having a right good laugh. Really appreciate everybody that listens to Cork. Now, don't forget the Doyen pub as well, Willisburn Road. It's a wonderful place to come and enjoy yourself. You can get roast dinners and food. And you can also get...
Man City 1, Arsenal 1. Just keeping you updated. Thank you. Cheers.
So please do support the Doyen. Code Cork25 for 25% off for food and stuff. A big thank you to all my guests this week. Levengro, Aaron Butler and Dave Elliott, everybody. Yep. Thank you. We're on there.